Hey, how's it going, everybody? What's going on? This is Rob Gegner. Welcome to a brand new installment of Read and Grow Rich. Today we're going to be discussing The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. So I just started reading this book. It's really awesome. It's geared towards anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur, whether they're working a full-time job or they're a stay-at-home mom or they're doing a strictly online business, working from home, whatever it may be. This is really geared towards people who want to take control of their own life. They want to cut down the amount of hours that they work and increase the amount of money that they make by working smart, using leverage, using systems, and doing things to ensure that they work less hours so they have more time, more freedom, more opportunities to spend with their children, more opportunities to go and travel the world and to make more money than they ever have before. So this guy, Timothy Ferriss, he started online, and he's a really interesting dude because he talks about this in the book. He goes all over the place. He was a tango champion. He was a kickboxing champion. So he used these strategies that he developed to work way less, hence the name 4-Hour Workweek, working 4 hours a week, so he had more time to go and do those things. So I'm actually going to be discussing 10 guidelines that he breaks down that he came up with, that if you follow these guidelines, they'll actually lead to an increase in how much you can make. So I'm not going to go into all of them. I'm just going to list them, and then I'm going to go into a little bit of detail on one of them. And then I'm going to talk about 3 amazing questions that if you really sit down tonight and ask yourself these questions, like I did when I was reading this book. I got to the part where they asked me these 3 questions, and I sat down there, and it took me like a half hour to just longhand just write out my answers. It was crazy, the stuff that I came up with. I got some really good insights on myself, and it's good stuff. So anyway, the first guideline that he talks about to keep in mind if you want to live a lifestyle design, if you want to design your own lifestyle and live a 4-hour work week, number 1 is retirement is the worst case scenario insurance. Number 2, investment and energy are cyclical. Number 3, less is not laziness. Number 4, timing is never right. The timing is never right. Number 5, ask for forgiveness, not permission. Number 6, emphasize strengths, don't fix weaknesses. Number 7, things in excess become their opposite. Number 8, money alone is not the solution. Number 9, relative income is more important than absolute income. And number 10, distress is bad, eustress is good. Now, some of those things you're not going to know what they are. You got to read the book to really understand them and see how freaking valuable they are. I'm just going to touch upon and read from the book about the last one. Distress is bad, eustress is good. A lot of people don't know about this, and if you know this and you understand it and you utilize it, dude, everything will start to open up and shift in your life. Unbeknownst to most fun-loving bipeds, not all stress is bad. Indeed, the new rich don't aim to eliminate stress, not in the least. There are 2 separate types of stress, each as different as euphoria, and its seldom mentioned opposite, dysphoria. Distress refers to harmful stimuli that makes you weaker, less confident, and less able. Destructive criticism, abusive bosses, and smashing your face on a curb are examples of this. These are things we want to avoid. Eustress, spelled E-U-S-T-R-E-S-S, on the other hand, is a word most of you probably have never heard of. EU, is a Greek prefix for healthy, is used in the same sense in the word euphoria. Role models who push us to exceed our limits, physical training that removes our spare tires, and risks that expand our sphere of comfortable action are all examples of eustress, stress that is healthy, and the stimulus for growth. People who avoid all criticism fail. It is destructive criticism we need to avoid, not criticism in all forms. Similarly, there is no progress without eustress, And the more eustress we can create or apply to our lives, the sooner we can actualize our dreams. The trick is telling the two apart. The new rich are equally aggressive in removing distress and finding eustress. Now think about that. Really think about that. What would your life look like if you removed all the distress, removing negative criticisms? That could mean changing up your circle of friends. They say that you are an amalgamation of the 5 closest people to you. So if you're hanging out with negative people, that's causing a lot of distress, which is a burden on you, which is not helping you move or progress. You need that good stress, that eustress, the type that you get from like a coach or someone that makes more money than you, that you can actually look up to and they can teach you a thing or two, whatever it may be. You need that form of stress to keep you motivated, to keep you pumped, and to keep you going. All right? So here are the 3 questions that you can start to ask yourself and really, really investigate and look inside yourself and answer these questions truthfully and honestly. And this is going to start to open up a lot of stuff for you. So the first one is, how has being realistic or responsible kept you from the life you want? I don't know if you understand how powerful of a question that is, man. I didn't until I started to like really think about it and answer it. So it's, how has being realistic or responsible kept you from the life you want? Number 2, how has doing what you should resulted in subpar experiences or regret for not having something else? Yeah. How has doing what you should resulted in subpar experiences or regret for not having done something else? Number 3, look at what you currently are doing and ask yourself, what would happen if I continue on this track for 5, 10, 20 years? Look at what you're currently doing and ask yourself, what would happen if I continue on this track for 5, 10, or 20 years? Really, really good questions to ponder, my friends. Thank you for joining me in this wonderfully amazing installment of Read and Grow Rich. I hope you got something out of it. And my name is Rob Gegner. If you haven't yet picked up the book, pick it up, read it. It's worth a read if you're looking to really free yourself from the daily grind of the corporate world or whatever. All right, thanks guys. Take it easy.